Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
76.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down carry here for Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He juked it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On play action, Rosen eluding the pressure right. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He completes it right side to White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Goff now looks to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Coney Ely in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 39. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Hey. 180. 12. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Looking for White on the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. They find some open field here. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play action here with Rosen. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards.
All the skills were on display on that big-time play. How about him blasting off the line of scrimmage, deep downfield, sells the post pattern in a big way. And that's really pretty easy to do because all defenders are taught not to get beat in the middle of the field. Then how about the agility to break it off towards the corner? Really.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Throwing here, Woodside. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Woodside. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Woodside to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 5th. Down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
4 down.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Woodside. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Rosen on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3.
Rosen to throw again. Looking for White on the deep ball. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kevin White in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cardinals add on. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Woodside. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Woodside looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Down Arizona. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and